Hey everybody,
Hello.
welcome back to the Chorizo Bros. Joseph and Chris back at it again for a bonus episode, you guys. We kind of on the fly came up with the concept that, hey, we got a couple of days before Halloween. I can get some editing done and we can get a kind of quick little episode for you before October is over. And then we're going to go back to regularly scheduled videos, right? We're going to go back to Shyamalan and
Shyamalan.
for Halloween, for the end of October, we wanted to give you guys this very special movie today, 2007's Trick or Treat. I think we're going to do what we normally do, guys. We're going to start the video off with our quick 5-star review, spoiler free. Let's go real quick on this and I just want to get into talking about it, right?
Yeah.
So Chris will start us off, I'll finish off the 5-star, and then we'll just go in. And so you know, we're going to spoil it once we get to the actual discussion part. So go watch the movie, get back, and then watch the Chorizo Bros.
Yeah, go watch this one. It's not too long. Doesn't overstay its welcome. I'm just gonna go ahead and just give it a 4, just for how the story is laid out. It's multiple stories in one. It's fun. It's more like different stories by the campfire that all combine into one in the end. And I think it's a good watch for what it is. Don't take it too seriously, but I'll leave it at that.
Okay, yeah, so a solid 4.
Not super scary, but it's a fun watch.
Definitely. I'm going to have to agree with you almost 100%. I'm going to land at a cool 5-star with a caveat.
Whoa.
Because the concept of here, and you're going to find that I land in this area often when it comes to something that it sets out to do something and then it accomplishes it. So if this movie is set to be the mood of Halloween, then it's perfect.
Yeah, it
What
is.
would you change? We'll get to that in the discussion part. But what would you change in this if the concept is
man.
it's going to be, there's some gore, there's some horrifying elements, there's suspense, there's just goofy kind of funny stuff.
There's everything.
That's what Halloween is. Halloween is supposed to be, it's tongue-in-cheek. It's like horror, but it's like fun.
Yes.
Yeah, so like...
It fits it perfectly.
If you go, hey, put on a movie while we're having a Halloween party, and somebody goes, yo, put Trick or Treat on, you're like, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect, right?
It is.
So that's kind of where I'm going to land. I think overall it's a well-crafted movie. So even if you're not looking at it through the Halloween theme, if you're just talking about it as a product, as a project, as a concept, it's well-crafted. The casting is good. The acting is good. The suspense is fun. All of it's well shot. So even if I didn't give it the 5-star with the caveat, I would still rate it high. But I'm going to land it a cool 5, dude, because this is Halloween, bro.
It is.
This is Halloween to me. It's amazing. What a fun movie. I had so much fun. I watched it earlier today.
Yeah, I watched it last night.
Yeah, and I was like, man, this is so fucking fun. All right, well, that's where we're at on the spoiler-free 5-star part. We're going to just jump right into just discussing the movie. Again, this is going to be a quick kind of little bonus episode. We're not going to take it too seriously because the movie doesn't. So Let's go ahead, and if you want to have any points to start us off with, and then I'll kind of say a few things, and we'll get this motherfucker rolling.
I just was thinking about what you said, like Halloween theme. It has the culture of Halloween, like all the storytelling, the campfire stories, and then it has like a slasher. It has monsters.
Yeah, it's a monster movie. It's a slasher movie. It's a ghost story.
It's a ghost story. Yep. It has all those things that just, like you're saying, it's like Halloween, all in one.
Exactly.
And I love how it's short stories.
Yes.
Combined into one story. I love that. I always love that.
I was going to ask you because you've mentioned before in your experiences watching shows or whatever, and I distinctly remember some of our conversations through kind of the ones that we've done and things that we've talked about just in general. And I remember distinctly you said that Heat really worked for you, which is a movie that didn't really work for Jeremy. I happen to love, and you rated it pretty high. But what you said was, once I found out the concept was we're going to boil down like a season 1 of a show or like a mini series into like one movie, you were like, that worked for me because I'm used to like things kind of moving at a fast pace. It doesn't really need to sit too long.
Well crafted.
And it's on to the next thing.
Into one sequence.
So I feel like this is kind of an example of that, where it was like you kind of get what's going on with this little story and then it moves on to the next one.
Yeah,
and then
those kinds of movies are
this,
up my alley.
Yeah, this definitely, I feel like, fell into the category for you. On it, as far as it not overstaying its welcome. That was a really good way to put it right now that you said that, because I couldn't agree more. I think it doesn't need to be that long. all the characters kind of crisscross and kind of.
I like that too. I love that.
That probably was my favorite part of the movie. Was
seeing his principal.
The principal was probably my favorite character.
He's like
in this.
the main character.
Yeah.
Throughout it,
Yeah.
if you're not talking about the pumpkin, the goblin thing.
That. Yeah. I don't even know what kind of monster he is. He's a unique Halloween spirit.
I think it was
something they made specifically for this.
I think he was made out of pumpkin guts. I think he is like a pumpkin.
Yeah, he's like a possessed pumpkin.
But he's like Chucky.
Don't fuck with the Chuck.
He's like an alien because he takes off that hood. He has the hood. It's like they combined all the elements to make this little guy.
It's almost taking all the slasher.
That's what
all
I'm
the
saying.
slasher stuff into one thing. It's Chucky. It's Jason. It's Michael Myers.
And he has rules.
There's rules.
Yes.
There's some Freddy Krueger in there. Maybe not the personality, but the fact that there's rules. There's like almost like a supernatural funny element to him. Like opening the candy and there's a razor blade in it. Like that's a very Freddy Krueger-y. So it's like
it is,
these guys knew what the fuck they were doing. The director's called Michael Dougherty. I'm like 90% certain he did Krampus. This is the same director that did the Krampus movie. Oh man, it's fun. If you thought this one was good,
hey, Christmas.
It's right around the corner, dude. So yeah, I think this is like a love letter to Halloween.
No, I like yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is.
It's hitting all those points and having I think he's called Sam. The little guy's called Sam. Because it's Sam Hain, whatever the holiday of Halloween is called. Okay, I think his nickname is Sam. Yeah,
that would make sense.
He's a little kid. They clearly used like a child's voice, like when he's like getting tossed around, like the grunting. You can clearly tell they got a child voice actor to do that part. The fact that he's just like munching on candy the whole time. There's something like really kind of creepy about that. Like,
I thought he was. I thought it was cool. I thought it was fun.
He's the best. I loved him.
I thought he was awesome.
He's crawling on the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a scarecrow because of the sack head. He looks like a voodoo doll, like a scarecrow / voodoo doll.
This might be crazy. I think they put him in Call of Duty.
Okay, I'll have to look it up and make a note here.
They put him in a game somewhere.
It's not the one because you told me that Chucky was put in a game and there was one with.
I think he was also put in Call of Duty.
So
it's just crazy.
They've used this character for a few things, huh?
Yeah, I think that's
what do you do with him as a Call of Duty character?
I think he's just upsized. He was like a character you could play as.
Interesting. I mean, I'm with it. I like when they do stuff like that sometimes.
Yeah, I like it too. But they just do it.
I like it to a degree. I don't really know like where the cutoff is, like how popular or how many ticket sales before you call it like not it wasn't really a success, or if it's a flop or whatever. And then it like has to get a resurgence and popularity through like DVD sales or whatever. I'm assuming even if this didn't really hit in theaters as much, like it has a cult following now.
Yeah, I think it's someone would probably be like, "Oh, I'm watch this every Halloween."
That's me. I try to watch it every year.
I enjoyed rewatching it. I don't.
When was the last time you saw it?
Movies. Oh, I watched it
before yesterday.
A few years ago. I couldn't tell you. A few years ago, just because. I just saw something about it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Piqued my interest at the time.
You're like, oh yeah, I remember that movie. Yeah, like I want to say it was something like last year or the year before. I'd put it on after a late night at work or something, and I like fell asleep during it because I was exhausted, not because the movie was boring me. And I like woke up and it was in the middle of some scene. And what's cool about the fact that this is like short stories, it's like kind of doesn't matter if you're paying that much attention.
You'll get cooked by something.
Yeah, you can kind of jump in midway through and hey, there's a new story that you can just start following.
Everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of tricks. There's a lot of tricks. This has, so whenever you were saying like it has kind of it's the quintessential, like it's got a serial killer story, it's got a ghost story, a slasher, a monster movie. It's everything. I mean, if you boil down like what most people associate horror stuff and Halloween with. But there were a couple things that like tropes, common things throughout horror movies and common things about the Halloween season in general. And I wrote a couple of them down just because I found it to be really cool. So there's that concept of, and this is like in the movie Halloween with Laurie Strode and her babysitter friends. There's the concept of the innocent girl. So Jamie Lee Curtis plays our main one that we follow, and she's the last girl standing, right? And she's the one that she's not out there like taking her tits out and like hooking up with the boys and like whatever. She's not like the foul mouth one. She's like the nerdier one. So the innocent girl is the one that like there's that concept, the innocent girl, and then there's the like slutty friends or whatever.
Yeah.
So they leaned into that here because they had Anna Paquin with her little gap, who went on to do a show called True Blood. I don't know if you ever saw that, but she was like one of the main actresses in that. So they lean into that, and then they do what you said. There's a lot of like rug pulling.
Flip it.
So she ended up she's the innocent one, but then you find out, oh, well, her sisters and they're all werewolves. And, this whole thing isn't about her losing her virginity, which is what it's tricking you into.
Yep.
They're like, oh, we're going to go out and get her laid and whatever. It's like typical young people, teen movies or whatever. And then, boom, they're like, nah, they're eating motherfuckers.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pulling their fucking skin off.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was gross, but...
No, amazing.
It's awesome.
Yeah, amazing. So there's local legends, another trope. There's
bus.
The school bus. There's the using it to pull a prank, another trick. They tell the girl, and she's like the slow girl, or she's got some kind of mental...
Social outcast.
Social outcast, that's a good way to put it. And they trick her, and she happens to be the one that's like obsessed with the jack-o'-lanterns, so that's why she survives.
And I like how you see the kids asking for jack-o'-lanterns throughout it.
Yes, absolutely.
It's for school. It's for, what was it? Something.
UNICEF is what she says. It's like, oh, whatever. It's for a good cause, whatever. There's a creepy house. A lot of these horror movies do that. There's like the house in It. Remember that creepy house in It? There's the Myers house, of course, in Halloween. That's like a big one. That's a real noteworthy one. There's the Amityville.
Mm-hmm.
There's this creepy house thing is very, very common. And they do that here where even though they don't like say anything about the house, it's where that old man lives, the one that drove the kids off
with the dog.
Yeah, but when you go, okay, it's just like an old house or whatever, but when you said the dog, she jumped on me.
Hi. Just some guy's house.
Right, but when you see the inside of it, it looks like they made it to be a haunted house in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It is in a horror movie, but like if you're looking at it through taking the movie at its word, you go, man, this motherfucker lives in there. This isn't just like a homeless person squatting in there.
No, he lives there.
He lives there. He lives there
with his dog.
And he had a classic horror movie weapon, a shotgun.
Oh yeah, he did.
Double barrel. I always think of double barrel shotguns in horror movies with Evil Dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, shotgun comes back a lot.
In a lot of these, yeah. There's a great kill in Halloween 4 where
it makes sense though.
Where he like stabs a guy with the shotgun through a door. It's great. Yeah.
Because it has two, so you have to use them.
Yeah.
And then you have to reload it.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah, because it's a good thing for because if you miss with the shotgun, it's like, well, yeah, it's a shotgun. It's not supposed to be a precise weapon. It is they're close, and it'll do a lot of damage up close. Further away, the pellets spread out. So it's a good horror weapon because if someone's coming at the bad guy's coming at you, and your hero has a shotgun, there's more chances of the monster getting away and having a chance to come out again.
They have to use it carefully.
Have to use it carefully,
or they lose.
There's a suspense of, like you said, putting the bullets in there. It's a great horror. It's a great horror weapon, man. It's almost a science, dude.
Knowing the knowledge, knowing the stories, knowing the culture. You know how M. Night Shyamalan does everything? That just seems like so crazy to me. When there's so many elements, and this movie like perfects that.
Mm-hmm.
With the like we've been saying, everything.
So you think that this seems more creator driven? Like they let the creator kind of have the concept and run with it? That's the vibe I get.
Yeah.
I get the vibe that they were like, hey, we kind of trust that you know what you're doing with this, and let him kind of.
Oh yeah.
They trusted him to do each story justice. So what was your favorite of the stories? There's the kind of serial killer guy who he's kind of a couple of things in this.
My favorite.
But like what part did you find the most compelling?
Probably the principal.
Yeah.
The one where he's cuts the guy's head off. The kid, he gets that kid, puts him in the.
Oh, he's showing his son how to be a.
And then at the end, he has his head on a plate.
Mm-hmm.
That probably was my favorite story.
That's another one where it pulls the rug out from under you because you're thinking the dad just killed somebody. You know, oh man. We'll talk about it.
From your kid.
Yeah, because you get the concept that that's what he's doing, but really he's just wants to be left alone so he can finish the job. When he is going to go in there and he doesn't care if the kid sees there's a dead body. That's not the point. That wasn't really what he was trying to do. He wasn't trying to keep it from him, you know, which is a good rug pull because you see in the kid's like he pulls the knife out and you think it's going to have like a pumpkin seed or something sticking to it.
No.
And it's blood. And you're like, he's showing his kid, and the kid's just like creepily like, okay, yeah, we got to take the eyes out. You're like, fuck. What the hell? A creepy kid that's like eager to kill that's in there too. That's another like horror trope. Yeah.
My favorite part was the end. The very end, you see the bus driver come out of his house, and all the characters, the teenage girls drive by.
Yeah.
The little killer Sam is there.
Uh-huh.
The kids sitting outside.
Yeah. The couple from the beginning.
The couple, it starts at the very beginning.
Yeah.
The couple's walking inside.
Yeah, like we said, you can kind of start this movie wherever, and like if I went to if we went to a Halloween party right now, and it wouldn't shock me if they had this movie on.
And then the kids come back to kill him at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he wasn't safe. Because again, another rug pull, dude. Because it goes, oh, he's okay. We can breathe now. Sam's not gonna kill him. He learned his lesson, or he was like, you were the one that wasn't into the Halloween
he was just
spirit.
bandaged up. He was fine.
And then one of the guys is like, one of the kids is like, hey, that's a good mummy costume. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, so you think, okay, Sam, he learned his lesson. Sam is leaving. He's gonna celebrate Halloween from here on out. And then no, he still has to answer for what happened throwing those kids off the cliff. You know? So I wasn't expecting that. Like the first time I saw it, you go, okay, Sam is going to leave him alone. I was like, okay, that's why this town's weird. There's like werewolves live here. There's a weird serial killer guy who takes Halloween, I got a date and he's going to just go like find a woman to kill, And he looks like a principal.
He's a principal.
He looks like a principal.
Yeah, he does. He acts like it.
So there's a couple of things that I want to like really shout out, unless you have any other specific points you wanted to bring up before. Okay, so what really got me watching it today, and this is like one of the unsung heroes in filmmaking, is sound design. Dude,
I didn't even think about it.
Okay, because if they're doing it well,
it blends.
You don't have to think about it too much, right? But whatever they had going on here, whoever was working on it. On this movie, because remember, it's tongue-in-cheek, so it's okay to exaggerate some of the noises. It's okay to have the little kid grunting when it's Sam. You're like, oh, it's a little kid. That's weird. But when I noticed it today was when he looks like the kid from Willy Wonka, the kid that the fat kid. So
they're throwing up.
Yeah,
that would gross.
Dude, I was actually like, oh, that's fucking gross, man. And it isn't just that the fountain of chocolate syrup or whatever's coming out of his mouth. It's the sound. It's like it really like lowers everything else down, and you hear the like bubbling, and that
was funny.
That was gross. And if you watch the whole movie, you sound design is important. So whoever did it on this, shout out to you, because that was really effective, and that's when I noticed it, and that's like at the beginning of the movie, where you hear the gurgling in his stomach and shit. It's like, fuck, man, even that's gross.
And you can see the principal had the drugs or whatever. You can see his little setup where he's poisoning the candy.
Yeah, and that was the thing back in the day. that was a fear. Now I don't know how often this happens.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
and
I've heard all those things.
Yeah, again, it kind of leads back to this is like one of the, remember, check your candy. There might be something in there, and like, I never found anything in candy. Never. You know, some smart ass might throw like a laxative in there or something, but
Thank God, never
yeah,
had any of that.
as far as I can tell, if you don't really like people, you just turn your
Oh,
porch
yeah.
light off and you don't fuck with it. Most people aren't going out of their way to poison kids. You know, makes me think of the Tylenol. You ever hear about that?
The pregnancy, or
No, what are you saying?
people that are ladies that are pregnant. If they take Tylenol, their kids get autism or something.
Oh, that's like, you're talking about like a 2025
yeah,
weird thing.
something. That's what.
No, there were the Tylenol murders. You never heard about this? Okay, cool. So
What?
not cool. Not cool that happened. So yeah, do you know that? Okay, so when you open like medicine, it has that foil wrapping on the top.
Oh, they didn't have it.
Nope. Because somebody poisoned.
Oh,
You're
Yeah.
like, oh, I did hear about that.
that's pretty. No, I didn't hear about that, but
Yeah, someone actually did, and they
I can't believe they didn't have those.
and they never. Well, that's how this happens. That's how
Yeah.
you learn. You go, okay, well, we got to start doing this now because you know the worst of the worst thing can happen. So somebody like slipped cyanide or arsenic or something in the
that would
capsules.
be easy.
If there's no things on there, what you do is you either steal it or buy it, go home, poison it, and then put it right the fuck back on the counter, and you can't tell because there's no foil or anything to tell that it's been tampered with. So that's why they started doing that, because someone was like it was like at a funeral or something. I maybe am probably getting the details wrong on this, but it had something to do with like somebody took Tylenol for whatever reason, obviously not knowing it was poisoned, died. Everyone was like, what the fuck happened here? Like, it was a mysterious death, not knowing that she accidentally poisoned herself. Then they had a funeral for said person, and while they were at the wake, or like, you know, when everybody gets together after the funeral and everyone's together kind of mourning still, somebody had a headache, went to the medicine cabinet, took the Tylenol, and then also died because they were just at the funeral of the person that died of the poisoning.
Oh my goodness!
Because it was the same person. It's somebody who knew the person that died, so they were like, "Oh, there's medicine here. I'll just take a couple Tylenol." So it killed someone else, dude. It was like back to back. Isn't that fucking wild?
That is wild.
Yeah. So this concept of, you know, being like, always check your candy, because even that's like a real horrific thing. You know, so you know, this movie was hitting on some stuff. It wasn't like, again, it's not taking itself that fucking seriously, and it doesn't need to. If I were to sit here and be like, I'm gonna, you know, analyze the shit out of this movie and try to figure it out, it's just, there's not really that much depth to it.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about it earlier, like, hey, I mean, is there really that much to say about it, except it's pretty fun, here's some cool like
good
gags,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, you know, whatever. No, there's really not. But we can say that, you know, there's skill here. This is a very good understanding of what the holiday is. And if you look at it through that lens, if you look at it through like the fact that it's an homage to horror stories, it's an homage to campfire stories, like you said.
And yeah, Halloween in general.
Yeah, because you could see some young kids in some creepy town somewhere being like, oh yeah, you know, there was a bus full of kids that, you know, some people say the bus is still down there.
I really like their costumes on the bus.
Dude, that like that vampire Dracula one.
My favorite was the one with the long neck with a towel or like a cloak.
Oh, you know what?
And there was the bag with the lips,
Uh-huh.
the magazine lips and the eye holes.
Yeah.
Those were good costumes.
Great design, dude.
Very, very like wow, that story.
Mm-hmm.
The bus driver, you know, just handing them candy while they're chained to the bus.
Oh, the reveal of the chain on him? Oh, man. Yeah, and the story is that all the parents
wanted them, right?
were like,
Wanted them
we
well
want to
gone.
get rid of him, yeah.
That was like the creepiest part.
The
Actually.
creepiest part is they all conspired to get rid of their
That
own
parents
children.
would do that, and the bus driver would do that, and the bus driver's just there throughout the entire story.
And that would have been The 70s, right? Because if this came out in 2007 and the girl goes like 30, she was like, it was like 30 something years ago.
Oh.
So that would have been like the 70s that would have happened. So they would have had even less understanding of mental illness, or, you know, not that it's makes it more believable. It kind of does.
Yeah,
Where-
it does. It's like, oh, that's super cynical.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's like something that
I could see.
they would have thought as taboo back then. They would have been like, oh, we don't want the embarrassment that we have a mentally challenged kid in here.
And then when you said it was, I don't know, that made me think this movie's kind of timeless, as in, if it just like, you can enjoy it. I could enjoy this in 10 years from now.
Yeah, I think this is a classic now, and I think it will continue to be.
I'd rather watch this than like Halloween, like a slasher.
I would much rather watch this than any other movie on Halloween. I'm not saying it's the best horror movie. You're never going to catch me saying that. I'm not going to say that it's the best horror movie, but this is the best Halloween movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
it's not scary.
Like if we're like, oh, let's go. What are we going to put on a movie while we're hanging out, eating fucking pretzels and Chex Mix and getting hammered, playing games and Halloween party. Put this fucking movie on, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the sound design was something I really enjoyed. I liked the opening. The opening of that like weird 1950s projector kind of, oh, trick or treat, blah blah blah. And it's like it's only for like a little bit, but it's like boom. Here's what's trying to tell you. This is a classic story. This is something that, like you said, is timeless.
Comic books, the comic book idea.
That's what's going to be my next point. Yeah, so it's like it transcends campfire stories. It transcends local legends. It transcends horror movies. It's like
it's not forced.
It's hitting all the notes, and it's just being it's really just let's just have fun with this, because I was thinking, I was like, okay, I'm gonna reset every time a new part of the story is telling. I'm gonna watch this part like the slasher part. I was like, what if this was just the story? What if this was the whole movie was like this little guy killing people? And I was like, man, this is an effective, because it would be effective stuff. Like you get the Jason like regeneration when the hand comes. The Chucky, the hand moving by itself.
Hiding the lady in the first part.
Oh yeah,
hiding the lady there.
Yeah,
for the guy to find.
That you barely reveal it. That's classic. Also, the concept of don't show less, so that when you reveal it, it's badass. Like Alien. When you finally see it, you're like, holy shit, that's what the fuck's in there. That's what's been creeping around this whole time, eating cats and stuff. He doesn't get the cat, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like, they even like barely, you see him, he just looks like a kid, but when he's killing, you don't see very much of him. It's like hidden in the sheets, like you said. Or you see it kind of like run by
with his lollipop.
I actually had the Blu-ray of this, and I forgot I had it. So I have like one of those binders that has all the discs in there, and throughout the years, some of them get worn out because those binders are a bad idea. They don't take care of your disc very well. Some of them at least. So anyway, I was going through it. I was like, oh, maybe I have it. And I was like, oh my god, I fucking forgot I had it. And then I looked at the disc itself, and the visual on the disc, the graphic, the design is the chewed up the chewed up lollipop.
I like when they do that.
And it had like the bite in it.
A good detail.
Yeah.
Sad. Like what else? Like I don't know, fucking Homer Simpson with a donut on the disc.
Yeah, if they haven't done that, that would have been stupid. They definitely must have done that.
Definitely did that. But yeah, when they did little details like that.
Mm-hmm. I heard they're making another one.
I don't know. They're gonna have to like.
I actually am down with it.
They'd have to do a good.
Because here's what do you mean faithful? Like, faithful to like not a remake.
I don't think they should.
I don't think it wouldn't be a remake.
Concepts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd just be expecting too much.
Okay, right. So if let's say that you and I are on the team.
That's just me.
Let's say you and I are on the team. We're like, hey, we're getting paid. We're getting a check. We're cutting a fucking check to write this, to put the idea on paper and go, what do we want to see from this? Quintessential Halloween stories. But like they didn't tell everything.
Man, I don't know what else. Maybe like a Godzilla kind of hiding, like a Loch Ness monster. Ooh, now you got me thinking.
Right. Something so here's what I was thinking.
That's huge.
There's got to be a Halloween dance thing. You know, they didn't do that in this. But a lot of movies will have like the high school Halloween dance.
Yeah.
So so you do a scene where it's like some high school kids. Maybe what they probably would do, and this is maybe a little bit cynical that I would say it, but they would do like what the Stranger Things did, where they took like that. Oh, remember what it was like in the 80s? Maybe they go back in time for a part. Maybe instead of it all culminating into like, oh, these are all people that live in the same town or whatever. Maybe it's the same town. I don't know. But what if it does like a time thing? Like this is what was happening in 1985. And then here's like your 90s.
What, time jumping?
Yeah. But it's all in the same town. And you just get to see the different perspectives. But like there's like a thing, a clue. That's how the story is told through time jumps. Where you go, oh, well, here's this character back then. And here's what they're doing now. And like, I don't know. We're spitballing here. What you mean. We're spitballing here. Because you could do...
I'm trying to think of something as well.
Because if you do, like... what's a movie that, like... If we were going to go... All right, we're going to do Trick or Treat 2. And... they do, like... the guy pulling up with the Camaro and, like, his fucking... like, high school jacket. And it's, like, kind of poking fun at that concept of, like... Oh, this is what high school was like in the 70s.
Oh,
Okay. And then you go... Okay, oh, well, that feels kind of, like... familiar to me or whatever, so it would like kind of it would be a nostalgic knock for certain things, I don't know. They didn't do a possession.
No,
there wasn't any religious stuff in this. So like that's a way they could go. Yeah, Omen, Antichrist type stuff.
I think
there's a million things. But again, we want to kind of like the Godzilla thing. That's cool, but that would be more so if we're doing like a horror anthology. This is a Halloween. Right, so it's always got to like draw back to the Halloween center. So like the Halloween dance is really good. There's a cool story you can tell. Maybe there's the custodian. What they would do. Here's how we write it. They think the custodian's the murderer, the kids that go to the school there, but he's the hero. He pulls off some heroic move at the end, and it's the person you don't expect.
Some kid or something.
Or the principal.
Well, he's dead though.
Well, not that guy. Somebody, maybe the librarian. Somebody you don't expect. Yeah. So you can use the library. You can do. Oh, there's the horror section.
Maybe
there's
it's
the kids.
The principal's kid.
Bro.
He's like.
Bro.
He's like the Antichrist.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe it's revealed that that's him grown up.
All right, we gotta jump on it.
So there's a dude, and you know me, I don't want series to like stick around too long, but that's the thing, right? Let's say that the original Halloween movies, like we were talking about, if they had done an anthology, and imagine that 1970 whatever Halloween movie, it ends on that cliffhanger, and then they just did different Halloween stories. Boom, now we're bringing them back. Then it would have been a big like, what? We're going back to the fucking first one, and then. You pick up from where it left off and you bring Michael Myers back. So there's been enough. They didn't go Trick or Treat was a big seller, a success. Let's jump on it and fucking lean into Trick or Treat like the way they did Stranger Things. I'm so annoyed going to fucking stores and seeing Stranger Things stuff everywhere because they're capitalizing on it too much. And the fun's lost for me.
Some passion driven.
Now it's a product, right? So if they're going, hey, Mr. Doherty, let's fucking do Trick or Treat again. You got some more cool stories in you? Yeah, I'm sitting on a couple. And then you come at it with the same energy as the first one.
We need skeletons.
We're having some graveyard. Why don't we have zombies? Like the goth kids hang out at the graveyard? They're telling I don't know. That's kind of a jokey thing. I don't know. But like the kids in Return of the Living Dead, they hang out at the graveyard.
Black cat. That'd be a cat.
There's a lot of stuff. Again, it's got to be Halloween related.
Black cat.
So
Pumpkin. Well, we already did pumpkin.
Well, so they'd bring Sam back. Because again, it would have to be we're respecting the tradition of Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, that's a good idea. That'd be cool.
I don't know. I'm just saying that
I hope it's good.
if they do,
I
heard
good.
it was, and I'm gonna be excited to see it. I hope it lives up to it, like you said. I'm not holding my breath on it. I'm gonna assume they're gonna wash it. They're gonna do a worse version because they don't have ideas and they don't have integrity.
They don't have Michael Dougherty back.
Or something. I mean, I don't know. If you were to challenge to take on Halloween 2, you could do it. It doesn't necessarily have to be John Carpenter every fucking time. You know what I mean? But if it is him coming back, I'm gonna fucking watch it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna sit there like this, like going like, man, I really want this to have the spirit. That's what it is, bro.
The spirit of Halloween.
The spirit of Halloween. As a kid growing up, I always leaned into the creepy things. I liked scary movies. I liked serial killer shit. I like scary books, Edgar Allan Poe, you know. And that part of me never really left. I'll skip Christmas a million times.
Yeah, I have
But
the
if we
same-
did Halloween all the fucking time, oh man.
Yeah, you know what? I think about it. I like the horror stuff too. It's just very different. Like we were talking about last Slenderman. It's just different stuff. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I like the concept of like you said, it's timeless. Like the kid, it's like kids. There's a part here that's kids running around trick or treating and pulling pranks on each other. I'm like, that's great. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be us scaring each other. You remember what Brandon was saying the other day?
Scaring.
Or his cousin he'd be the only one with the flashlight, and then he would pretend like it didn't work, and the kids got scared because it's too dark out there. Like, you're supposed to freak each other out.
Yep, it's fun.
So what I'm lamenting and sounding like an old person right now for saying what I'm about to say, like, it kind of bums me out that kids don't do that anymore. It kind of fucking bums me out because it's just everything's phones and everything's, on your screen inside. It's like
It lives on. Digitally.
My point is that it's not digital. Real life going out there and doing stuff.
I think
Not digitally. Because that's not the spirit.
I think there's a lot of that stuff. I think it would live on, but a lot of people are scared.
Like parents.
Yeah, like older folks, like people that would, like Karens, that would, like, oh, I'm gonna call the police on you for doing this to my son. That kind of stuff. People don't like to go outside anymore because of that.
I don't think that they're worried about Karens. I think it's just not interesting because it's not instant. It's not instant dopamine. It's like you got to go out there and be like, oh, what are we going to hang out in the woods all day? Well, yeah, that's how you invent ways to make that fun. You know, it's not, oh, there's no service out here, I'm just going to sit and sulk. It's like that's what it is. It takes a little effort to think of a cool prank like that.
I think the thing I see a lot of people still doing is like going to abandoned stuff.
Yeah.
People do like doing that.
Are they still doing that?
I'll see a bunch of videos on people, because it's just like exciting doing it, of course, but people watching the videos vicariously are doing it.
Right. Yeah. But see, that gives me hope. I'm like, okay, there's people out there doing that. That's cool. It's because it's rebellious. It's fun. It's kind of harmless. I mean, as long as they're not out there ruining shit.
It's victim. Oh yeah.
If they're out there vandalizing and whatever, that's stupid. But if it's like some like building they're going to tear down and is already fucked up.
I've seen a video. Some guy was going to abandon stuff, and then he found out that other people, like a lot of people, were going there and ruining everything.
Right.
Like he was being respectful to it, but everybody started going to it and trashing the place, basically.
Right. Well, if it's a place, that's, I'm just saying, because then you're in trouble if you're going in there wrecking shit. But if you're just going to exploring, it's like I think people you're supposed to indulge in that because it's human. It's a human feeling to like want to rebel, and it's a way you can kind of do something that's a little bit wrong. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm thinking young kids. I'm not thinking like, you know, some fucking 40-year-old man shouldn't be out there doing that. But, you know, the concept of, you know, some kids taking their phones and be like, oh, we're gonna go look for ghosts. That's fucking cool. And if that's happening, then that makes me happy. That makes me happy that there's still people out there, still kids that like want to indulge in the horror stuff. We had shit like that. We had stories, and I can't imagine that this is anything unique to San Antonio, dude. Because there were these abandoned buildings out by Blue Star. We snuck in there, dude. And we like went up, and there was like holes in the floor. Like if you fell in, you could get really hurt. Like super dangerous stuff. We were in our like early 20s when we were doing this shit. But like there's another place that they were like, oh, this used to be like an insane asylum. There's always some bullshit story because, you know, going, because what you would have done is if we go there, you're like, you know, you took your phone out and you were like, you know, that this place was just like an old school, right? This wasn't like some abandoned asylum. Like, shut the fuck up, man. We're trying to be scared out here. You can't do that. Like part of the fun is being like, it doesn't matter.
You know what the most scared I think would be coming across some squatter.
Yeah, that is the scariest thing.
That has weapons or some shit.
Yeah. Usually that's not the case. It's usually somebody, if there's someone in there, they're homeless and they just need to get out of the brain or something. But like, we'd gone to one.
That'd be fun though, being homeless.
There's a couple things that are the real scary thing. No, you want to know what the real scary thing is? The real scary thing is accidentally stepping on a poisonous snake and it biting you. Because then what the fuck do you do if you've gone out way the fuck out there?
That might be a reason people don't want to do it anymore.
Well, right, but the likelihood of something like that is pretty low. But that's scarier than fucking meeting a homeless man. You're like, okay, just leave him alone. He's gonna yell at you and you leave. Stepping on a poisonous snake, that's different. You know, but we'd gone.
You know, also everywhere's being recorded. People don't want to get caught because they will.
Yeah, but again, if you're not doing, like, what are they gonna do?
Arrest you?
If you're a kid, if you're a high school kid, they're gonna fucking give you a slap on the wrist.
I think
unless you're in there doing some shit you're not supposed to do. If you're in there doing coke and like doing some crazy shit, yeah, they're gonna arrest you. But if you're in there, just oh yeah, look, officer, we're just in here like searching for ghosts. They're gonna be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. A cop doesn't want to. You would think they want to give themselves 2 more hours of work that day to fill out reports. No, they're cops. They don't want to fucking do that. You know, do kids, do regular people know that? Do they consider that? No, they're scared because the cops are approaching them. These they're just regular guys doing a job. They are not looking for a reason to fuck with you unless you give them one. Usually, there was one time we had gone out there, and there was this whole There was this whole legend about like satanic worshipers going out there. And people do this shit to be edgy sometimes, so they might like spray paint like a pentagram on the wall or whatever. Ooh. And so we'd seen stuff. Well, no, there was some kind of like markings in the floor and a like animal carcass in the middle of some star or whatever. We found that. And you go, okay, so someone's out here. I don't think there's any Satan or anything like that, but that doesn't mean that there aren't people that try. What would be the point of killing some animal and laying it out like that?
No, they definitely. That's the place to do it.
So that definitely again.
Maybe
there's
maybe they're immortal.
What do you mean?
Maybe they're immortal now.
Oh, the ritual worked.
What's next? M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah. I'd like to do Shyamalan. I mean, me and the boys are
your favorite director, you'd say?
Definite. Yeah. My favorite director.
Okay. Best director ever.
I think that's where we're at. We ended the video. We're done. We said everything we needed to say about the Trick or Treat franchise. And I think they made a comic book of this.
Did they not? Was it not based off one?
I don't think it's based off of a comic book. I think they...
Well, that's even cooler.
I don't know.
They just fully created that. I thought it was based off something. because of the
Well, I think they made. I
the
think
comic
they.
book parts in the movie.
Yeah, I think Dynamite, the comic book company Dynamite, took this franchise and
Made it into
made. I don't know if it's retelling the movie or if it's just like another horror anthology type situation. I would like to see if I can find a copy out there. Maybe I'll go to the comic book store in the next couple days and see if I can.
It's one of those things where I want more, but if there was more, it probably wouldn't be good. That's what I'm realizing. I want more of something, but when there's a lot of something, then it's like oversaturated, overdone. This is one of those things I feel like.
Yeah, if they didn't make Trick or Treat 2, if they didn't make another
I mean, just a little bit more, awesome. But when you go into a full franchise, then it's, I don't know, to me it's like you've overstayed your welcome. Get out of here.
Are there any like movies that you feel like have gone a long time that you're like okay?
Well,
that
the slashers.
That
I think
no, you don't like slashers. You told me.
that I have that I do enjoy.
That you do like, and maybe not not even horror stuff. Just a thing in general.
Yeah, I mean,
because
the one thing that I've loved since I was a kid, like let's say Mario. I grew up with Mario. I just can't stand another Mario game. It's boring as fuck. Or like,
well, you're also in your 20s. It's made for like 8-year-olds.
Well, yeah, but like you grew up with horror movies. You still like horror movies. I grew up with like those kinds of games.
Okay, right.
I can't.
But the difference is,
I can't stand those.
I watched horror movies. Horror movies are made for adults, and I was a kid watching them, and I'm an adult now, so I can.
Video games aren't made for kids.
The specific
exactly anymore.
Well, that franchise is.
That's true. I'm talking about. No, you know what? I'll say the genre of what Mario is, a platformer.
Okay.
Those kinds of games, or like a TV show like Rick and Morty. It's just something.
It lost its magic.
It lost its magic, especially something like The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
That's just money. That's just a cash grab nowadays. If they're still making money.
No, they're supposed to be doing a Simpsons movie too.
Oh yeah, they're putting them in Fortnite.
Okay.
Like Fortnite. They're just.
Yeah, but that's not a.
I'm just talking about things that's overstated their welcome. Things that.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I can think of that's still enjoyable.
Yeah, most of it isn't. So what does that tell you about?
You just can't.
Because it is okay to like things for being comfortable. Like people like The Office. I used to kind of like it. I hate it now. I do not like The Office. And if you watch one of the later seasons, watch a couple episodes out of it, you're gonna be like, this fucking show sucks. You know, and why? Because they ran out of ideas, and it's hard to like keep something interesting without going really wacky.
That's
so like House. You ever see House?
I love House.
Yeah, did you watch it like in the later seasons?
I didn't watch the show. I didn't stick with it.
Right.
Just
the first couple of seasons, grade A television. It's a little bit formulaic, but then as it goes on, they go, well, these stop being interesting. So they like sent House to prison.
Oh, yeah, the mental ward.
No, they sent him to a mental hospital.
And the prison.
And they sent him to prison. These are two different things that they do. Right. 2 different seasons, yeah. And you go, man, they really fucking ran out of ideas. What are they doing? Well, they have a hospital in prison. Throw them in prison.
But the more like a lot of series.
How does House break out of prison? It's so stupid.
He's very smart. I mean,
yeah, he could do it, but anyway, yeah, you're right. There's, so what are you gonna vote on? Do we want to see Trick or Treat 2, or should we just let it be?
I would watch it.
I would watch it too.
I would watch it. I will not expect anything.
There are sequels that can be enjoyable in different ways, like Alien and Aliens. The first 2, none of the other bullshit movies. The first 2, they're very different, but they're both enjoyable. The first one is more of like a horror. They're absolutely connected.
No, they're not connected in the sense it's like one long movie. Like
yes, it is. It's a continuation of Ripley's story.
Oh yeah, but it's not like the only thing I can think of is like Avengers. Like where it's all sequenced, like you watch it.
Oh,
but
no one had done something like the Avengers before. Not really.
What do you mean?
Like the way that they did this with, I don't know, we're going to talk about the Avengers on here. Name another franchise that did something like that. Where they started with one character.
No,
you tell me. You mentioned
like,
the Avengers. I'm saying that's not the same at all.
Like Infinity War and Endgame is like one long movie.
Okay, so a part 1 and part 2.
Yeah. It's like Aliens is an action movie. Alien is
right, that's what I was more so saying. That they're both enjoyable, but they're different things. But it is a continuation of the story.
Yes, you're right.
Like Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Again, same thing. Very different. Very different. Yeah, you could argue they're both action movies, but they're different. The tone is different. But you could ask, and a lot of people would say Terminator 2 is their favorite one.
1 and 2, I feel like after you have 2 movies, I feel like it either goes really great or it goes really bad. Like the Avengers did it pretty good, where they have too many movies, and they were, I mean, as a kid, I really enjoyed them. But what other series does that? What other series can you go watch the third and the fourth and the fifth and be like, this is still great. I'm still watching this.
Depends on who you ask. I mean, the Avengers, they were a novelty, and now I don't want to watch anything with superheroes anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch another superhero movie. I would do it for the show to like go back and look at some old ones. And even then, we wouldn't even talk about the Avengers. There's nothing to say about them.
Yeah, I think
they're just popcorn movies. That's fine. They have their place in popcorn movies. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with being a popcorn movie. That's kind of what this is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but now it's annoying.
Yeah, I just like I said, after the first 2 movies, you're just grabbing money.
Yeah.
Like, can you think of a third movie that's like?
I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of ongoing series that have that. Godzilla has 1 million.
I guess that's kind of different.
Yeah, well,
they're all the
I'm
same.
Just saying, you know,
retelling.
Well, it depends on. I mean, I'm not the biggest I like Godzilla, but I'm not the biggest Godzilla fan. Where I'm like, oh, I know all the monsters or whatever.
I do like that, where they'll retell the same story, but let's say it's in the future, or it's in the very, very much in the past, or just a different universe.
Like Predator.
Well, I don't know about Predator. I'm thinking like Godzilla, Shin Godzilla, or like Spider-Man 2099. Those are cool. Like they did that with Jason too, didn't they?
Send him to space.
Jason X.
They sent him to space, dude. They sent him to space and they sent him to the dream world to fight Freddy. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, there's some weird stuff out there. You know, I was watching this one guy. I'm forgetting who it is at the moment, so I can't really shout him out. But I was watching somebody on YouTube talk about movies, and it was like during the beginning of the Avengers, like before the Avengers came out. It was like, or
like Iron Man.
Yeah, it was like the very beginning. It was like Thor had a movie and Iron Man had a movie, whatever. And they were like trying to put them all in one thing. And the guy was kind of making the argument that like, why is it stuck to genre film? Why are we doing like, oh, we can do a horror, we can do Freddy Krueger and Jason in one movie, and no one's gonna bat an eye. They're gonna think, oh, that's kind of fun, I'll watch it. No one's gonna be like, oh, these superheroes can't be in the same place. But he was like, well, why can't you do that with like cops, where you have like a cop movie. Like, it's a movie where the cop's trying to solve the thing, like Prisoners or something, a movie like that. And then there's like a movie where it's like a serial killer movie. And then all of a sudden there's another one, and it's like, oh, that the cop from that one movie is trying to find the serial killer from this movie. So it's like real serious tone.
You know what?
Where it could be an expanded universe of whatever.
That sounds more like a TV show, though.
Well, right, but with the concept of it being a movie, yeah.
That's true. Why hasn't that been done? Maybe it has.
Maybe we need to watch more fucking movies. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. You got any other points? Enjoy the rest of your night. Happy Halloween again.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Look at this shit. We're going to Shyamalan-a-thon, right? We're gonna do something else.
We'll bring him in.
We're gonna do something else.
We'll bring M Night in.
Let's call him. M Night, give us a call. We know you're not doing anything. You know, the twist is I take the mask off and I'm M Night.
He doesn't like us.
He loves us.
I don't know.
We're watching all his fucking movies. You better like us, dude. If you Shyamalan, listen. Even though I didn't have the nicest things to say about your movie, I have been advocating that we watch every single one. So even if I'm not saying you're the best, we still support you. We're gonna get out of here, guys. Bye, guys.